Good morning and welcome back to Jodi Lewis Creations. In today's video, of course, we're working in our Christmas journal. This is still Crafty Christmas in July. Oops, hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023. Hosted by Sweet Pea Papers and Lisa. Lisa's Paper, Lace and Bling. Sweet Pea Papers is Teri. She's having a giveaway in her Facebook group, so do go check her out. And Lisa's having a sale in her Etsy shop this month. So $15 gets you a free yard of lace and $35 gets you free shipping. And Teri's got 8 giveaways in her Facebook group. So go check that out. And yeah. Okay, so we have a lot going on this morning. So hopefully I can get through this. I decoupaged a napkin on this shiny paper and it's still drying and I don't know if I like it. And the reason I don't know if I like it, well, part of it is because my napkin tore, but I think that's partially because it was on this shiny paper. So see, it's like a foiled paper. Oh, I didn't know the back was like that. Oh, that would have just been a cool page in the journal. Anyway, I didn't know because somebody sent it to me. My friend sent it to me, as a matter of fact. And she sent me gold and silver, so ooh, maybe we'll do something with that. That's really cool. Anywho, okay. So what I was thinking is on this page, or that page, probably this page. Yeah. We're just going to do it on this page. I'm thinking this is going to be a pocket at the bottom. It can't be this page because of how I measured that. But I don't know if I like that with how that glue is. But anyway, we'll talk about it. So anyway, so letters to Santa, Miss Airmail, Santa Claus Town, right? And then we have this record of registered mail in transit that I showed you guys in the last video. And in, I have this Naughty and Nice that's one of the digitals. And I think this one was from Wonders by Wink. I believe this one was Wonders by Wink. Is it? I can't remember now. I printed this last night. It's either the December to Remember, but I'm pretty sure it's the Wonders by Wink kit. Anyway, I was trying to decide if it was Line Dot Arrow or Wonders by Wink. I've got some labels that I printed, and I went through the digitals, and I printed on varying weights. So like this is like 80-pound paper. And I thought, you know, this just makes some really good journaling cards. We'll cut them, you know, in half. And I'll ink the back of them. Same with this. That's a lighter one. These are some tags that are from the Line Dot Arrow kit, the December to Remember. And these are the December to Remember. They're more the vintage feel. December to Remember. And this one, I was so mad. My printer was telling me to align it. So I aligned it. It printed on just regular copy paper, not the heavier weight paper, which is what it printed the alignment on. I'm like, you're kidding me, right, printer? It was not my day with the printer. So anyway, just a few things that I printed so that we could use in this kit. But I thought this Naughty and Nice, because Santa's got to keep his lists, right? So we'll put that in a pocket. But the registered mail thing, I thought we would put in the pocket with the airmail. And then somewhere I have a little envelope that is Christmas. What did I do with it? It's over here in my pile. And I thought, well, that would be kind of cute. And maybe we'll make it like a tuck that way. And then our pocket here where our registered mail is behind it. And then this one with the actual record, we'll fold that and put it in the pocket. Have that. Or maybe I'll back the page with this one because that's not really a space for journaling. And then leave that and fold it in the pocket with our Naughty and Nice. See, sometimes I can try to have a plan for you. Not very often, but you know, once in a while, right? Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. And the more I'm looking at this, the less I like it, which makes me kind of mad because I hate to waste that paper. But it's kind of cool with the gold in the background. So maybe I cut this down and make it as a tuck on the page with that gold showing behind here. This is still a little wet, and I did this like seriously, I don't even know what time it is. Excuse my reach. What time is it? It's 8:48. So I did this like an hour ago because I've taken a shower and eaten breakfast and all that since I glued this. So I'm thinking it might have something to do with the shiny surface. So maybe just because that glue cannot absorb into the paper like it would a normal sheet of paper. I don't know. I'm just speculating, honestly. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that down on the top. And then let's cut this down at the bottom here. I wanted some gold reveal on each side is kind of what I was after. I wonder, you know, let's try something before I cut this completely off there. Let's just take a wipe because it is a shiny surface. And I just used, you know, the matte medium. Oh, sweet. Okay, it's gonna wipe off a little bit. Okay, then it's not so dull looking on that shine. So I can still stick to the plan. It's cool, except for I didn't leave any of the gold reveal at the bottom, which I meant to. It's all right, we'll fix it. Okay, so note to self, if you get glue on the shiny, even after it's dry, because it's shiny, you can wipe it off. So yay, I'm glad I didn't just completely discount this piece. Okay. And you can see I did tear my napkin in a couple places, but that's okay. I'm not that bothered by that on this specific napkin because I think it gives it kind of a rustic feel, and it's not bothering me too bad. So that's, you know, that's okay. All right, so I'll get that cleaned up off screen, and we'll just continue with our page here. So what I was thinking, and that was not the page I was gonna do. And it matters because of the size of the piece. Oh my goodness, Jodi. Okay, so what I was thinking is, yeah, we're gonna center this on the bottom. You can't see, I apologize. We're gonna make that a pocket on here, okay? And it was 7 inches, so I can have like a 1/2 inch on both sides of the napkin itself. And we're still gonna, I'm gonna work on that glue again in a little while. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of looking at my 1/2 inch mark on my cutter, my trimmer. But that's gonna have more reveal of the gold on that side than this side. So let's look at about 5/8 of an inch here. So actually, that's a little bit more than, okay. So now we're kind of even. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. Okay. That is going to cut off the edge though. Do I want to cut off the edge? I don't really want to cut off that edge. I want to center that, and then I can cut this edge off but I definitely want the dates, you know, and the names and stuff on here. So, okay. So let me get this glued down. I'm going to do glue stick on this. Because I don't think a wet glue and this paper are going to get along. So I'm just going to take my glue stick to the back of this. I'm going to get this glued down. I'm going to get a little more cleanup done like along the edge of this and determine whether or not I can actually use this piece. I may have to do something different. I really hope I can use it because I like that gold on there. I think it's really pretty. And then when I come back, we'll work on our embellishing. Okay, so I didn't like it. I did get it kind of wiped up, but I still didn't like it. I just felt like it was kind of messy looking, and certainly that's not what I want to do. So I just cut the actual envelope part off of it, and then I got a piece of paper. I was going to, so I made a little pocket here, and I got our record glued down, and I was going to put this on the pocket, but I really wanted to keep most of that ledger, or as much of that ledger as we could visible, and so I want to put this in the pocket itself. And then I thought, well, how cute if we actually make a little envelope and put that on the envelope. So I got my envelope punch board out, and I need it to be big enough, obviously, for this to go on. So this is like 3 5/8 by 5. So if I look at my card size here, if I say 4 by 5, or even 4 by 6, that says 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 on here. So I definitely want to make sure. I think if we do 4 by 6, hold the ruler right. I think if we do 4 by 6, that's going to give us a nice size envelope to put this on. 4 by 5 1/2 would work as well, because that would give us a little less reveal. So that says, oh my gosh, that's really hard for me to read. 7 7/8. So I'm going to cut a 7 7/8 square out of this, and then we'll use our punch board. And honestly, I hardly ever use this. I almost feel like I need to watch a video on how to make an envelope. Isn't that crazy? Okay. So did I say hi and welcome? I don't know if I did. And if I didn't, I apologize. So welcome back to my channel. Hi. I have some, like I said, we have a lot going on today. So if you were following me last year, you know that we were having a pond dug. Well, the pond was an epic fail. Epic fail. And so we were getting it filled back in. Well, the guy who was doing the work just totally bailed on us. Just totally bailed on us. So annoying. And I don't know why that says 5 bar. I don't know what that means. But anyway, 3 3/8. 3 3/8 score line. So anyway, he totally bailed on us. Like a month ago said, oh yeah, I'll call you guys. Am I going to mess this up? I feel like I'm going to mess this up. Oh well, learning curve, right? Ooh, careful. Anyway, so he totally bailed on us. And so now we're like scrambling. We've got another guy here. He's bringing in some materials to like finish filling the pond in, but it's super annoying. I mean, the guy was like, talked all this talk, and oh yeah, I'm gonna help you guys. We're gonna get it all fixed, dressed up, blah, blah, blah. So it's costing us a lot more to have this other guy do it. But gotta be done. We have a big hole in the yard still. I just don't have much tolerance or use for somebody who promises big and then doesn't come through. I think it's really rude. How rude. Anyway, so hopefully, all right, the guy just pulled back in, so hopefully it's not super loud with the truck and the equipment and stuff running. Okay. I remembered how to do it. It has really been a very long time since I've used this. So it tells you like what size to cut your paper, like if you have a card that you want to fit in it, what size, you know, card size, and then what you need to cut your paper size, and then where to score it. And you only have to worry about the score the first time, because then you just are lining up your score line with this little point thingy, and then you just score and keep going, and then you punch. And then I rounded my corners. You don't have to, but that's what this side is for. I know there's a lot of different ways you can use these punch boards, but like I said, I hardly ever use it. That's gonna come crashing down. I actually use this little file folder one more than the envelope one, but I have a thing. I love the file folder tabbies and stuff. So anyway, I want to stencil the inside of this, but see, our card's gonna fit on there. I think that's gonna be really cute on there. So let me get the inside of this stenciled, and then I'll get this glued on, make the envelope, and then I'll probably am just gonna fold like a piece of coffee dyed paper or something to put inside the envelope, so that way we have extra journaling space. And then I will figure out what I want to put on here. I have my Anna Griffin stuff, and I thought, well, that would be really cute if we, oh look, there's holly right there. That would be really cute on here. And we've got some sentiments. We also have that was probably really loud with that plastic. I apologize. Anyway, we have the sentiments from the Wonders by Wink kit too. So I'll figure out how we want to embellish this, and I'll be back. Okay, so I am really enjoying this page. I think it's coming out really cute, and I did question putting the blank registered mail pages in there. I added another one, so there are 2, just to allow for more journaling space. And I've got this sentiment out of the Anna Griffin package, and so I'm just going to put the Merry Christmas on there, and I didn't think it needed any more because I don't want it to be like too busy on there or add too much bulk. But because that is backed with that sentiment, it's got the layered effect for us. So when I get my coffee dyed paper out, I'll put something in here. But I just stenciled that and glued it. So we have an envelope, 2 pieces of the registered mail, and this is going to tuck in there like that. And I'll call that page pretty much done. So yeah, I like it. I think it's really nice. And so when it's in our book, it's going to be here. Page is getting heavy because the Santa pockets are on this side. So all right, super cute in my opinion. Still have to embellish this tag Bernice. I've got my little slot thingy, and I am going to do a little piece of red ribbon in there. I think that would be like really cute. All right, and we need a tag for in there. So anyway, back to the page we just did, and here we go. So it's going to look like that. So I think that'll be cute. And this is unintentional to have the ledger by the ledger, so I may end up moving that around. We'll see. I don't know. But I didn't put the Naughty Nice in there. I'm going to use that somewhere else. We'll put it somewhere else. We still have lots of pages to decorate in here. A lot of work still to do. So I am going to figure out what we're going to work on next. And when I figure that out, I'll be back to finish this video. Okay. So what have I done? I have put a side tuck on this page, and then this is like an old calendar page that my friend has sent me some of these. They're really cool. So we have December 25th here, and again, that's great journaling space. So I'm just gonna slide that in there. And some of these papers are fragile, but they're vintage. I mean, this is 1904, so we're talking 119 years on that piece of paper. So how cool is that? Okay, and then I had this book page, A Visit from St. Nicholas. It's like a poem, and this postage stamp. And I looked up when stamps were 20 cents, and they were 20 cents in 1981. So that's what, 42 years old? Okay. Anyway, and then I put just a little bit of ribbon here. And just for something to take up that space on the bottom. And of course I cut it into a ticket shape because we know I'm obsessed with tickets, right? Who's obsessed with tickets? I'm not obsessed with tickets. Okay. So anyway, I was looking at this piece, and that's kind of where I got started with this, but I don't like how I collaged this here. I think that really brings attention to that. So I want a piece that's just a little bit bigger. So we're going to do some layering on it. So this is out of that Graphic 45 stamp set page thing, the faux vintage stamps. And so I'm going to back him on the green. Then I'm going to back him on the red. Or do I want to do vice versa? Because I think he looks really cute on that red. No, stick with the plan, Jodi. Stick with the plan. So I'm going to put him on here, and then I'm going to try not to cut this in a ticket shape. I'm going to try. No promises here. No promises. Okay, so what I want to do is, oops, set this aside for a second here. And then I'm going to just back this with just some glue stick. Just some glue stick. And I have to go eat some lunch. I'm so hungry, so I would be really surprised if you guys don't hear my stomach growling. My son just drove by and didn't stop and say hello, so that's a little distracting right now. Update with him for those of you who have been following me since we got home. Hardly see him. Doesn't really text. We went to dinner on Sunday. I told you guys that. And on our way home, we stopped to get gas. And he drove by. He did honk. So my friend was like, well, at least he acknowledged your existence. And I'm like, I guess. I ought to look at it that way. But it's just very frustrating. Did I do that crooked? Oh, I keep gluing things crooked today. There we go. I think that straightened it out. So anyway, and then like he did text me last night, and he's something, I'm racing whatever, and I'm like, I have no idea what that means. And because he likes to race quads. He's going to whatever this place is, and he's like, let me see if I can find it. He says, I'm racing such and such with the name of a place. And I said, I don't know what that means. It's a national. I said, your information is so informative. So he repeats back, yeah, I'm racing such and such. And I'm like, it doesn't tell me anything, child. I always tell him, communication skills are very important. Not that I'm a fine example of that with you guys when I'm being all crazy with stuff, right? Okay. All right. So anyway, so I don't know what he's doing, but it is what it is, I suppose. Do I want to put another layer on that? Because that's still not going to be tall enough. That's too big. But I thought I heard his vehicle, and so I looked out the window, and sure enough, driving by. Thanks for stopping to say hi, son. Oh, it's been a rough 3 months, hasn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay. A very rough 3 months. I just miss him. I mean, I really do miss him. But I don't know. He has himself in a pretty bad situation. Of his own making, by the way. His own doing. And we're not going to save him. It doesn't do any good to say much to him, because then he doesn't listen. Or if I do, then he doesn't speak to me for days at a time. So annoying. Okay. Well, that's kind of cute. Maybe we'll put a word or something there. And that's just big enough. So I think if I put like a label or something here, or a word, it's going to cover over this. Let me see if I can show you. So what happened was I tore this, and then I was like, oh, if I put the bird on the back, then I can have his like whole being there. And so I had to kind of piecemeal this back together and match it up. And so I don't like it on the front. I don't mind it on the back. It just looks worn. But on the front, I just don't like the way it looks. So, all right. So we're going to glue this on here. I do want to ink this. I got a re-inker for my oxide. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of worried about doing it. I don't know why I'm intimidated to re-ink it, but I need to because it's, and I know you're supposed to re-ink them before they get dried out. I do know that. So I do have to get it done. Maybe I'll do that after this segment so it's got time to like soak in while I go have lunch. But I'm worried about like how much it'll saturate that pad, and then we go to ink something and then it's crazy amount of ink on it. I don't want to ruin something in the middle of this project. That would be not cool. So not cool. Okay. So, yeah. It's so humid. We're still trying to get our air conditioners fixed. The guy had to order a part, and they're supposed to come in on the truck tomorrow. So I'm really hoping he gets them fixed. We have one air conditioner that's working, and it's a window unit. And so we moved it from the kitchen because when we got these new units installed, we moved that down to the kitchen. So it would just help like offset when I'm cooking and stuff, because this house is old. It doesn't have central air. So the split units are kind of like a solution to that. Oh, supposedly anyway. Okay, I chose this image because he's holding a Christmas tree, and I've got the Christmas tree there and Christmas tree there. So I just thought that kind of tied the inside to the outside a little bit. Oh, I like him. He's cute. Okay, so let's glue him down. But anyway, so it's just kind of hot. I've got a fan plugged in the hall blowing in my space here, and We didn't realize it was going to get so cool last night, or we would have opened windows and gotten the house cooled down, but it also lets the humidity in, so it's kind of a, it's just kind of a catch-22 right now. And normally, because of where we live, we have very few days where it's like actually miserable here, which is wonderful. That's part of the reason we love summer here so much, but just not winter. No winters, please. No. I missed the snow, though, when we were gone. It was kind of nice in Arizona that we had snow last winter, but it was colder there than it was here most of the time. Don't you guys know that? Because I told you that. Okay, he's cute. I like him. So, I need to do some kind of a label here. I wish I had, like, smaller numerical dies. I wonder if I've got a stamp that's got numbers on it. I'll look. I'm going to put a sticky note on here because I don't want to dig in all my stamps right now for that. But let's see. I'm going to look for a small number stamp. Number stamp for 25. Actually, we could do 24 for Christmas Eve because Santa's putting up his tree. Okay, so then we'll need a card for in there, and then that will go on the edge of this page here. That's gonna flip open, and I'm thinking about making that a pocket, but I don't want to impede that envelope, so I don't really know why I put that there. But this is gonna need to be stenciled, and I like it. And maybe I'll just leave that blank for like journaling space there. I think. I was just saying to my friend, like, I'm really trying to make some progress on this, but I feel like I'm so slow. Don't know if I'm going to get this done in July or not, because today's already the 18th of July, and I have so far to go. All right. It's okay. No pressure. All right. So, now we have... I am making progress. I mean, if you look, we are getting a little fat here. A little chunky. I want to get that stitched and made. I don't know if I'll get that done today or not. Probably not, because it is getting quite warm and the sun is shining. So I have this card in here, and this is just paint that I put through a stencil on this alterations card, and I left the back blank, and it's just a simple tag to go in a pocket. Not all of our tags have to be super complex. So, all right, we need to embellish this page somehow. I think he just drove by again. I'm trying to refrain from texting him, being like, what are you doing? So I have this card in here, and I do love that sari with this. I wish I would have done that as just a belly band on that page, and then it would have been centered in the page. I think it would have been better, but it's okay. I'm not going to try to change it. Oh, I like that in there. That looks good. And it's simple. And actually, you could journal in that white space too. So that's kind of nice. And I am trying to leave room. Oh, I have a Santa card I want to put in here. I am trying to leave room so like whoever gets this journal would have space. So then you can add your Christmas cards and photos and, you know, whatever to them. And, you know, have space for your own additions. So, yeah. Okay, so very nice. It's coming along. I'll probably work on this a little bit. Oh, you know what? Is that gonna fit in there? Oh, it's just a little too short. Darn. That would have been cute in there. That's okay. I have more pieces that I can make tags and stuff out of, and I'm going to. I just haven't gotten that far. I was just trying to look for another page to work on next, but I really like how this turned out, and I still haven't put anything in there. I don't know. Maybe I won't, and then whoever gets it, if you get something small or you want to put a Christmas list in there or something, or, you know, maybe you have a little one that writes a letter to Santa, it would be a really cute place to put it. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm further along on actually decorating the pages than I thought. I need to hinge these Edith Holden pages in, and I'm not going to cover the backs of them. I'm just going to leave them plain, but they'll be interactive. And then again, if whoever gets this wants to collage or add something on those pages, you obviously gives you space to do so. we've got that. So we need a tag in here. I just love this page. I just love it. It's so cute. All right, we need a tag in there. Oh, I added Santa in here. I don't think I showed you that in the last video. Maybe I did. But anyway, and then my beads, I added some beads to it. Just a little green bead and a red bead and a little stocking that appears to be hanging upside down. But oh well. And we need something there. So we still need lots of pieces to actually tuck in to our little tuck spots. I don't know if that's big enough for that, but we can come back through and add stuff. No problem. Yeah. So again, I'm gonna hinge that page. So I have, oh, we need a tag for in there. Pretty good one. Got this piece I put in here. That's a starting point maybe. So yeah, lots of space. I consulted my phone of friends and they said leave the doily in and just leave it alone. Because it does have really cool texture. And that would be fun to like maybe put a picture or something in it if you're journaling or whatever or something. Put a card there. Need to put some trim here. So yeah, we are moving right along, making some progress here. And then I have this page I need to put tags in too. So lots of things that actually need something. Oh, I like that there. Oh, and that could be cute there with just a little piece of trim across it. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so now I have a plan for this page. Why are we catching on here? Oh, a paper clip? Yeah. Yep. Okay. What am I doing? Pull the right thing out of the journal, Jodi. Okay. So see, sometimes you just have to flip through until something says, work on me, look at me. All right, I like that. That's gonna be cute there. And we need a little piece of trim. Ooh, I could decorative punch that paper. And put that there. I think we'll do that. Let me decorative punch this. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is noon and I still have not eaten lunch. Okay, so I cut this little piece here. You can see the little thingies. This is a Fisker's punch. But my friend, you know who you are, you love stars, and I'm pretty sure you sent me this punch. So is that not super cute? I love it. I have never used it. Okay, so anyway, I cut this. Okay, I cut that, and to be inside, I wish I would have thought when I was doing this before I glued it all down, because I would have stitched the sides, but I'm just going to center that in there, and I think that looks just fine. And it's a little pop of color on the bottom of that page, and I'm not going to do a tuck there. I'd kind of considered doing a tuck there, but because I've already stitched all around the pocket, I'm not going to. So I will get that glued down. And I'm actually going to then put like just a small book on it to hold it down. I want to make sure that lays flat. And then I'll go eat lunch. And I don't know if I'll come back in here right now or not, or in a little while. Look at these little thingies that come out of that. Is that focusing? I don't know if that's focusing. But it's these little things, and I keep thinking I should be able to use those for something. I keep them every time I use that punch, and then I end up throwing the little thingies away because I don't end up using them, but I do think they're really cute. So, okay, I'll get this glued down, and then, yeah, I'll go eat something for lunch. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Mark's going to go help his dad, and so I packed him a lunch, and I have to make dinner later. It's so funny because I was just talking to you guys in the last video about my daughter-in-law loving like the cracker crumb chicken, right? I'm like, oh, everybody loves that. Guess what we're having for dinner tonight? So I've got to get everything kind of ready for that. And luckily I've got some cracker crumb already made from last time I made it. I just throw it in the freezer if I have leftover. No, the chicken has not already been in it. That would be ugh. But I usually just pour it in a bowl. But when I make it, I make quite a bit of the cracker crumb mixture. And that way I have it on hand. So I do have a little bit left from last time I made it. And so I'll just use the rest of that. So that'll make it a little bit easier. But I want to go ahead and prep some stuff because, like I said, he's at his dad's, helping his dad today. He did yesterday too. So he told me last night when he got home, he had to go back again today. And so I want to be kind of ready. I don't know what time he'll be home. I did not center that, but it's going to be okay. And then, anyway, so then I'll have easier time making dinner. So this whole trying to eat healthy thing, except for our cheat days this weekend, it's a lot more work. I mean, it's a lot more work to try to prep your fresh vegetables and, you know, make the fresh vegetables and stuff. But I mean, we both have actually felt better, but it's just a lot of work. I don't know how people who like do the whole foods and eating clean thing all the time. I mean, like meal prep has got to be an enormous part of that. I just don't understand the best ways to meal prep and stuff to make life easier with the way that, like I said, that we're eating. So, yeah, book. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to go downstairs and get the video I did yesterday uploading, eat some lunch, figure out what I'm going to prep or do to make life easier, and then figure out what we're going to work on next. I do want to make a page with this fabric, and I have a really pretty red fabric in the other room I want to use, and I've got this Anna Griffin Santa that I want to incorporate on something as well. So we still have a lot of things to make and a lot of things to do in order to get this journal finished, but I'm really trying to get it done before the end of the month. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and thank you so much for all the kind comments and the support. You guys have been amazing through this project, and I just really want to express my gratitude and say thank you. So have a great day. Bye.